Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Local Survival here, back with another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create a bucket server. So first thing that you're going to want to do is there's going to be a link down in the description to where you can go and download the .jar file for the what do you call it, for the server. So you're gonna get to this page right here once you click on it, and then there's gonna be download latest spigot and then download latest bucket. I'm pretty sure they're like the exact same thing. It's really just your preference on which one you want. So today we're gonna be going with bucket. So you're gonna want to click on that, and then you want to scroll down. It's gonna say craft bucket 1.15.1 ro.1 snapshot.jar, and then you're gonna want to come down here and it'll say you're about to download this right here, the craft bucket, or which is the bucket file. So you're going to click on that link, and then it's going to come down here in Google, or I think in the middle in Firefox, and then you're probably familiar with your browser. So then you're going to click keep here, and then it should download. So I'll be right back when that downloads. Okay, so the file finally downloaded after about 2 minutes. Took 2 minutes because I'm running this off of my laptop. You guys at home probably have like a PC or something like that, which is a lot faster. But once it downloads here and there's no blue circle around the little Java logo over here, you want to come up here and minimize your browser just like that, and then you're going to want to take it down here, left click on it and drag it out onto your desktop here. So then it should look like that. So then you can just minimize your browser for now, and then so here you have this, and now you're gonna be thinking like, well, what do I do with this now? So you're gonna want to right click on your desktop, click new, and you're gonna come up to folder here. You can really name this whatever you want. I'm just gonna be naming this 1.15.1 example server. You can really name it whatever you want, doesn't matter. So then you're going to want to, and then also this little 2 right here will not be there because over here I already have it downloaded right here. So then it should just be like craftbucket.jar. So what you're going to want to do is take it and drag it into the folder there. So now you have the folder here. You want to go into it, and it's going to be in there. Alright, so now what you're going to want to do is just left click on it so it highlights it, and then right click, and you want to come down and click rename. Then you just want to backspace it and keep the .jar. Make sure the .jar is there. So you're just going to want to rename it to bukkit, bucket. Okay, so once it's like that, then you're going to want to right click on in the folder, and you want to do new, and you want to do text document, and then you don't have to name this text document anything. So you're going to want to go into the text document here, and then I have these codes here that I will put down in the description of how much RAM you have to add to the server. Okay, so if you're gonna be running this with no plugins, nothing, which I don't know why you'd make a bucket server for it, but if you're just gonna be running it just like a normal vanilla Minecraft server, then you're gonna want to do 2 to 3 gigabytes. If you're gonna be running it as a public server, so that means like anyone can join, which is not recommended, but with your IP and stuff, but we'll talk about it in another video. You're going to want to do 4 gigabytes. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to do 3 gigabytes. So you're just going to want to copy and paste it, or copy it from the description below. You want to come over here and just paste it in. That's it. Alright, or actually move the 3 gigabytes, and then just come down here and then just have it like that. That's it. So then you're going to want to do file and not save. And you want to do save as. Okay, and then you're just going to want to rename it. Do not have it as new text document. Rename it as run.bat, run.bat. So then once you make name it run.bat or run.bat, you're going to do save as type. You're going to do from text documents.txt to all files, like that. So it shows up everything here. So then after you do that, you just want to click save, and then make sure that this is saved, and then X out of that, and then I'll just minimize, or if I can, I don't. Okay, there. So then now you can just delete the new text document. So now you have this. You just have these two, bukkit.jar and run.bat. So now what you're gonna want to do is just double click on the run.bat. Okay. So now you're just gonna want to wait for your server to start up. So it'll come up in this black box here, and it'll say like Windows System 32 cmd.exe and everything like that. So if something does not work, you're gonna probably have to download the JavaScript JDK /se file, which I will leave down in the description, and but that's if something doesn't work. So if everything's working properly, which right here it says press any key to continue, like it says server pause or something like that. You might be asking like, why is it saying that? So you just want to press any key to continue, and then you're going to realize that you have server properties and EULA.txt and logs here. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into the EULA, and then right here is kind of the EULA stands for user end end user license agreement. So you just want to come over here and change false to true, and then you can do just like Control S or save, and then just X out. So once you do that, you're just gonna run your server again, and then it should run normally this time. And then again, if it does not run normally this time, you're gonna want to go down to the description below, and you're gonna want to have it so that it's you're gonna want to download the java.jdk/se binary JavaScript, so that way you don't have to put it anywhere in your computer. All you have to do is just download it. Don't do anything with it, don't mess around with it, just download it, and it should fix whatever problem you're having. If that doesn't work, then leave your problem down in the comments below, and I will try my best to help you. But see here, so now it is preparing our spawn here, almost done. And then once it says done right there, like that, your server is up and running. So now if you go into Minecraft here and everything, and also if you want to, you can close out of this now, out of the server file. But every time you want to start your server, you're going to want to go into you're going to double click on the run.bat so that this comes up. So you're going to have to run the server off of your computer. There are other websites out there that you can pay for servers to allow it to be run 24/7, but you pretty much have control here to stop your server whenever you want. So I'm not going to do it now, but if you want to stop your server, which you shouldn't now, all you have to do is just stop and then press enter, and it'll stop your server. But I'm not going to do that now. But yeah, so everything is here, and so everything here is new. You can mess around with it. I recommend that you do not, unless you know what you're doing, but you can just close out of that for now. So now we have Minecraft loading up here. So now one thing that you're going to need is you're going to want to go into CMD here, and then you want to do enter, and then you're going to want to type in ipconfig, and then it'll come up with all this stuff and everything. The only two things you're going to need here is your IPv4 address and your default gateway here. So let me just mute Minecraft in the background. Okay, so once you do that, so once you find your default gateway, you're going to want to take it, Control C, and then you're going to want to come into your browser. You're just going to want to paste your default gateway into the into your thing. So I have Fios Verizon, so you just might want to do that, but or it'll come up with this. I don't know what I was saying. So you want to click proceed, and then you're gonna want to so what you're gonna have to do here is you're gonna have to go over to your router, and there should be like a little sticker or something on there, and it'll say like router login password, and it should say username and password. So the username is usually like admin or something, and then you're just going to do password, whatever it is. I know mine, which I'm going to enter now, and then click OK. Oh, guess I entered it wrong. Is that right? Alright, yeah, there you go. Alright, so now it may come up with this here, and then so now here it might seem really complicated, and you might be scared and stuff, saying like oh yeah, like like you're like literally in your router right now. So let me just check one thing. Just have to know your IPv4 address right here. Alright, yeah. So there's going to be, if you're using Verizon Fios here, you're going to want to come down here, and there's going to be port forwarding right here. You're going to want to click port forwarding, and then it's going to come up with this. Now you see I have many port forwards open because I have lots of different things set up. But the normal thing that you're going to want to do, so with Verizon Fios here, you're going to want to do select IP from menu. This may be you're just gonna have to find this in your router, because all router websites are different. So you're gonna want to go in here, and then you're gonna want to find your device that you're running it off of. So mine right here is laptop tech 8S1H6. So you're gonna want to select that. It's gonna say your IPv4 address right there, and then you're gonna do your application to forward, and then you're just going to do custom ports. It may be different for you. It may not even say this. It may just be like TCP UDP or TCP/UDP, or in my case both here. So in my case, I'm going to want to click both here, and then over here you're going to want to enter, no matter what you're doing, okay, you're going to want to do 25565. Okay, so once you do that, you're just going to want to click add. I am not going to click add in this case, because I already have it set up right here. So I have multiple set up for other reasons, because I have multiple servers. But once you do that, that means everybody. So that means your friend down the street, your friend in another state, across the world, anybody in the world that knows your public IP address can join your server. So once you do that, you can just exit out, and once it's added and everything, you're good. So then you're going to want to know, actually in this case, you're going to, shouldn't exit out of that, but whatever. You're going to want to stop your server. Just type stop into your server if you already have it running. If you already stopped it, then don't start it, just keep it stopped. So stop your server, should come up with a bunch of stuff like that. Press any key to continue. So now you're going to come down into your server here. Actually that was my other server. Here we go. There's one here. So now you're gonna want to go down to, where is it? Is it server properties? Here it is. So you want to come in here, and it's going to be a bunch of stuff that you can mess with. Just make sure you know what you're doing. A lot of it's kind of easy. Some of it's hard. So, or some of it you may not understand, stuff like that. But here you can, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find server IP here, and then I have to go back into here, but I have to find it again. There we go. So now, here you can, what do you call it? So now you're going to get your IPv4 address right here. So now you're going to do Control C, and then you want to copy and paste it right here, right next to the equal sign there, and just paste it in like that. And you're going to do Control Save, and then that's it, and you can just exit out of that. And then you will not be needing this anymore, so you can just exit out of that as well. So then you want to start up your server again, and then now what you're going to want to do is to just test out your server to make sure that it's running and stuff. Once it starts, you can go into Minecraft here, and then you can finally click multiplayer right here. you can scroll down, and here's our server right here that you can join, and you can right here, here's the IP, www.localsurvival.us.to. You can join it. But then you're going to want to do add server, or actually you don't have to do that you don't have to do add server yet. You can do direct connect, and then you just have to type in, so there's going to be a link down below to a website that you can use to find your public IP address. Now you don't want to share that to anyone that you do not know, because they can track you and everything like that. So that's why I will not be showing it in this video, but there will be a link down below that you can use to find your public IP address. So to just test out that your server is working, you can type in LOCALHOST, localhost, and it'll say connecting to the server. Now you may get this here, which is it may not connect, and now you can see the server back here is running and everything. Now if you do connect, great. Great, that means your server is running and it's up and everything. Now if it does not work, there's another thing that you can try, and that is if you go into, okay, that's kind of weird. Okay, I'll deal with that later, but whatever. You're going to want to paste your IPv4 address into your into this here, into localhost. So that means if you use your IPv4 address, that means anybody in your house that is running 1.15 can join. You do not, if you're just trying to run the server to people that can join in your house, you do not need your public IP address. But if you're trying to just test it out and you want someone down the street, in another state, across the world, to join, then you're going to need your public IP address. But for right now, just paste your IPv4 address into the server address right here. You can just click join server. It'll say all this, and then over here you can see like everything logged in and all that. So yeah. So then now you're in the server. You're literally playing in the server now. So and then if you want to, so let's say you wanted to change your game mode and stuff, and you wanted to activate cheats and everything like that, and so like if I try to do like /time set 0, it'll say you cannot do this because what do you call it? It'll say you cannot do this because like you're not an admin, you're not an operator. So to make yourself an operator, so to be able to do that command, you're going to come over here, you want to do OP and then whatever your gamer tag is, so, or your username, and so in my case it's loco151, and you just want to click that, and it will say made loco151 or whatever your username is, a server operator, and it will say in game here made loco151 a server operator or your username. So then you can do this again, and then you can do time set like 1200, and you can set it to nighttime here, as you can see. So that is how you pretty much make a server. But now if you wanted to add your IP to if you wanted to add your IP, which you would give to someone that you trust and that someone won't give it to someone, or someone that you have never met before or anything like that, then you want to go to add server, and then you can name whatever your server want it to be. In this case we'll just call it test server. You can call this like with literally whatever you want, and then I have my IP as a domain. Your IP will be a bunch of numbers and stuff. You're just going to copy that from the link that I put down below. You're going to want to put it into the server address here. So my mine is a domain, so I could which means I could make it into a website. So mine is www.locosurvival.us.to, and you could click that, and then see here, since the server is running off of the same port, it's right here, and then that's why it says a Minecraft server here and stuff. So if you have multiple servers, you don't have to do this. But see, I joined off of my public IP address. I know it can kind of be confusing, but pretty much I made my IP so that it's a website, so that you can join it. Like it's a website, and it's hidden so that nobody can track me. But if you have like a bunch of numbers and stuff, you do not want to give that out to somebody that you do not know or trust. So that's pretty much how you do it though. And then, as I was saying before, like if you have multiple servers like I do, they're all running off of the same port. So that means if you decide to make a different server, that means or another server, that means you do not have to change your IP feed, your IP address, not your IPv4 address, like your normal one. You do not have to change that. You can like literally just make the new server and it'll pop up, because see, I have my server right here, which is usually Loco Survival, but I'm running it off of the same port. So if you run a different server off of the same port, it'll run that server instead of the other one. It's kind of confusing. You don't have to worry about it. That's just kind of like technical stuff. So I'm just going to delete that server for now because I do not need it. But that is pretty much how you make a Minecraft server. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if you guys have any problems at all, please comment it down below. I am free to open questions and stuff, or to answer questions and everything like that. So and then yeah, see, there, left the game. So that pretty much covers everything. There will be more videos soon on how to make how to add in plugins and stuff like that. So but that's all for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, comment if you have any problems, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.